Ladies and gents, today I've got to talk to you about a fragrance from the house of Zarco Perfumes. When I first tried this fragrance, I was really disappointed, but this thing has done a complete U-turn. Stay tuned to find out about this scent. Good YouTube, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mikey Cologne, and if you're tuned in, thank you very much for doing so. If you're stopping by for the first time and you enjoy my content, press the subscribe button and hit the bell because it will notify you when I upload a video. Right, this fragrance, Buddha Wood, coming from the house of Zarco Perfume. When I first got this in, I sprayed it, I couldn't hardly smell nothing. To my nose, it was weak. I've let it sit for a little while, and I would say over the past 3 or 4 weeks, I've been going back to it every now and again. And now, this thing smells great. So it went from smelling, or for me not being able to pick it up maybe, to now me picking it up and actually really enjoying the fragrance. Like, this is nearly a love for me. I think, this is what I think quickly before I get into the review. There's a house called Eccentric Molecules, and they do synthetic molecules in their fragrances, and Molecule 01 was ISO Super, and that had the same effect. When I first got that fragrance in, I could not pick it up, but the more and more I wore it, the more my nose could pick it up. And this was exactly the same. But now, this is a simplistic scent. But man, does it smell good. I'm going to get into it. And I might go a bit back and forth in this review, so bear with me, because I've had to do a little bit of research. So, this is a 100ml bowl. It is at the parfum concentration. Good atomizer, look. Gives out a nice bit of juice. Right, you've got Buddha Wood, Australian Sandalwood, Cashmere Wood, and a Muscatcord. And these are the notes on Zarco Perfume's website. When this first opens up, to me it opens up a little sour. It's got a sharp edge to it. It also has a little bit of a citrusy, fruity touch, and there's a little bit of sweetness in the fragrance. Now, there is no citruses listed in this scent. I found that there's a fruit or a citrus called Buddha Hand, and that can come across smelling citrusy, a little fruity, sour, sharp. And that is how this fragrance, Buddha Wood, opens up. So I don't know if that Buddha Hand is in this fragrance as a hidden note, or if it's the Buddha Wood mixing in with the sandalwood and the cashmere wood that's causing that sour effect. Now, another thing quickly. Buddha Wood is native to Australia. It's a tree, and it reminisces sandalwood, and it is known as false sandalwood. So this is a very woodsy fragrance. Like I say, a little bit fruity, citrusy up top, sharp, sour, but once that opening calms down, that fruity facet that I'm getting, that levels out. The sourness and that sharp edge, they flatten out, and the fragrance turns creamy. The woods amp up. Plus, you do get an ever so slight, faint touch of that pencil shavings smell that sandalwood can sometimes give off. And this does have a musky edge. So it is a simplistic fragrance, but the way this wears on me, it sort of zens me out. It's got a calming effect to it. I've been wearing this to bed and I've been getting wafts of it. I wake up during the night and I can smell it, and man, it smells good. The heat brings this thing alive. Obviously, we've had warm weather. I've worn it on hot days, and it went from smelling to nothing, or me hardly detecting it, to it just lasting 7 to 8 hours. That is the longevity that I'm getting with it. It's not a beast mode in projection. Like, if you do 8 sprays, I'm getting, I would say, a good hour to hour and a half of moderate projection. But it sort of then dials in quite quick. But I've been getting wafts of it during the day. If you're outside or indoors and you're just moving about in general, I've been picking this up. And like I say, when I've been wearing it to bed and I wake up in the night, I get wafts of it. I can faintly detect it on skin the next day. It's a great, great fragrance. Like, this is, I'm going to say it again. It went from me thinking, what the hell is this? To now me thinking, man, this smells great. And I think that this is worth sampling. I didn't look up the date when this came out, so I don't know if it's an older fragrance or it's a newer fragrance. But all I know is that now my nose can pick it up easy. And to me, it is a fragrance. Like, it's simplistic, but it is a fragrance that you can wear. This is office safe, gym safe, very versatile. I think that this can be worn all year round. It might not stand up in the cooler days, but if you want a fragrance for you, give this a go. So like I say, the Buddha hand, I think, may be in this fragrance, but it's not listed. Because to me, there is something up top that is, it's sharp, tadly citrusy, and ever so slightly fruity. But like I say, I don't know if it's the Buddha wood mixing in with the sandalwood and the cashmere wood. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about this quickly today because it was worth the review. I've been sitting on this now for a good few months, and if I didn't think this was worth reviewing, well, I don't think I would have bothered reviewing it. But anyway, people, that is my review on Buddha wood from the House of Zarko perfumes. Let me know if you've tried this fragrance. Let me know your experience with it, or let me know which fragrances are worth checking out from this house. This is the first one I own from the house. I haven't tested any more or sampled, so I don't know nothing else about this brand. But to me now, I like it very, very much so. Right, people, remember, smelling good's always a pleasure and never a chore. Oh, quickly, it is unisex. Just got to throw that in there. Remember, smelling good's always a pleasure and never a chore. And I'll definitely see you lot on the next one. Cheers.